Roland Abante, aka Bonot, and you're watching Thank God It's Filipino Friday and Throga channel. Yeah, hi, hello.
In the Philippines they are singing, voices of angels are ringing. From Gary V to Maury, every song is a wow. They hit the high notes and the low notes with Katrina and Buddha Code. There's SB19 and Miss Casey playing the trumpet with her mouth. They got the choirs like the Madrigals, Gigi and Maestro Ryan sing. So let's roll out the red carpet for Lonnie, Leon and Regine. Thank God it's Filipino Friday, where the malls are a concert hall. But if you're one of the 5, hit like and subscribe, 'cause a small percent is still time well spent. Oh, thank God it's Filipino Friday.
Magandang umaga, Johnny.
Kumasta, Richard.
Kamusta?
Kumasta ka?
No, wait.
Kumusta?
Mabuti?
Kumusta? Kamusta?
Mabuti.
Sorry.
Mabuti. Ikaw?
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm doing okay.
Super smooth. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you in the chat. Let me bring you in. We're very
Kamusta?
excited. Very
Kamusta
excited about
kayo?
today.
Kamusta kayo? The chat.
Yes. How are all of you? We're trying, Francesca. We appreciate the support.
I mixed up the vowels. Darn it.
So today we have a very special guest. Very excited for this. Karl Canseco. This is George's son. I was going to say father. Had that backwards. And we're just kind of discovering how big of a deal George was. Right? It's like we've been reacting to what, I don't know what episode this is. It's been over a year now. And the name gets kicked around. We see lots of names, and they're all amazing, right? But in terms of the composer's realm, we didn't realize how much we were overlooking and how many songs of his we've actually already reacted to without even realizing it. So
Right.
It is such an honor to have Karl here. So we're going to bring him in shortly. Yeah. We do have songs already selected. It was a very painful process because we're trying to do as many new artists combined with new songs we haven't heard yet. And it's just an endless list of choices. So bear with us on that front. That's all I've got to say.
Yes.
We need to music.
Get going. Yes. Before we do though, please hit like and subscribe. Ring that bell so you always know what's going on with us. Your Throga buddies.
Your Throga pals. Also, please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can buy a coffee to help support the page in our Filipino Friday community and become a Thronely member where you can get exclusive access to our Sunday shorts, vote on our Thronely events, and if you're a Diamond member, you can even hang out with us once a month on Zoom. We've got a few Filipinos as Diamond members, and it's so fun to get to know them and get to know the culture a little bit more in depth behind the scenes too. So it's always fun for us. So
Absolutely. Speaking of our Diamond members, Art Noxon left a comment. Johnny had a vowel movement.
It's just always borderline inappropriate. Always.
I'm watching you in the chat. You better not be note.
That's for you, Art.
And then, of course, I highlight it, which perpetuates the whole thing.
It makes it so much worse. And speaking of Art, Art is the one who hooked us up with Roland Abante. How cool was that little introduction? So
Oh, yeah,
they were
I
at a
love
show. Yes. Oh, it was so good to see that. And we're going to react to more Roland in the future as well. So that was really nice.
One of the many people / artists that we want to hang out with when we go to the Philippines.
Many.
Without a doubt.
And I think he's from Cebu as well. So that's just a go-to place for us. All right.
Yes, indeed.
So, first song that we're going to check out, this is pretty special right away, and we're going to bring Karl in right after this to kind of fill us in. I'm sure there's a story behind this because this song is the only song that was released by George as the singer. So this is from 1978,
Okay.
and this is going to be our first window into hearing him actually present his own song. So
Sing his own song.
Yeah, singing
Nice.
his own song, yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's go.
That's cool. Yeah, super cool.
You can hear that old time vibe already.
Ooh, that's nice.
This song is from
Tasty
Wilbert's
chords.
Hard to Find Music Library.
Someone's talking at it. Oh, it's gone.
Kapantay ay langit hirang
Velvety voice.
Yeah.
Hindi magbabago hanggang sa dulo ng walang hanggan. Hanggang matapos ang kailanman, ikaw ang siyang mamahalin at lagi nang sasambahin.
I'm going to do just a bit of an early stop here. I want to address a few things before I forget. First of all, chords. This is candy. This is
Beautiful
just
chords.
so much evolution taking place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. So in the key of D, but it's got that minor 4. But then it goes like in the intro, and I'd probably have to hear it again, but it like goes to, like all that tasty jazz stuff,
Just
like
a
right in the
little
intro.
jazz. And
But still pop sensibility.
yes, and his singing style is interesting because, of course, this is Tagalog. I'm presuming. I don't even know what songs are in this, so Karl will have to fill us in on that. But the way he's singing, he's very quick to closing off. It's called the diphthong, the second part of the vowel or the formant. Which gives it a little bit, almost like a crooning, just a little.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call it a crooning style, but it's like you can hear a little bit of that 30s,
It's in that
40s
vein.
influence, just kind of like brought into that, and I really like that in his.
Yeah, he's got a little. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. He's got a little. I was thinking Mel Torme, which is I mean, he's a crooner.
I can hear that
I
too.
mean, he was known as the Velvet Fog. I mean, he's got immediately George's voice is just super silky.
Yeah.
Super silky.
All right, let's keep going here.
Yeah.
The horns coming in.
Dahil kaya sa'yo na maitadhanang ako'y isilang sa
Salamat.
mundo upang sa araw-araw ay siyang makapiling mo upang ngayon at kailanman ikaw ay mapaglingkuran hirang bakit labis kitang mahal bakit ang awit ay
Happy birthday,
kailangan
Roberto.
panghimik
But I'm on the key of C.
For now.
kailangan ang titik na kailangan ang tinig kailangan kita
Long connected lines.
kung gano'y di ko alam. Basta't kailangan kita. Sa bawat araw ang pag-ibig ko sa'yo liyag, lalong tumatamis, tumitingkad. Bawat kahapon ay daig nitong bawat ngayon, nadaig ng bawat bukas. Bawat himay-may ng aking laman.
I'm really curious how many songs are taking place here because they are just melting into each other perfectly.
Oh, is this a medley?
It's a medley.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, oh, this is evolving a lot. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the evolution of it. So I wasn't
Yes.
going to ask you to go back and replay all of that because it kept changing.
Yeah.
But the transitions they feel almost like you're going into a bridge of a song, but it's actually a different song. Just the way it's done is super flowing.
Yeah, well, we've heard the most clever transitions into these modulations, and I was really perplexed because the song started out in D, and then this song is in C, so it went down. Usually the modulations go up, so this one actually went down. I'm like, that's interesting, but a little too interesting.
Why is this happening?
No, it's really great.
Himay-may ng aking laman, puso ko't diwa ay sa'yo laan, pati ng buhay ko. Kung kulang pa yan, hanapin mo sa iba, basta't lumigaya ka.
It's been like 10 songs already.
No, I just saw that.
Pa ng aking panatag. Kung ako'y
Such a 70s drum hit.
iwan mo,
Yeah.
kung ako'y iiwan mo, matitis ko ba muli pang mag-isa? Sakali sinta, ako'y
all the counter melodies.
lisanin mo na. Buhay ko at kaluluwa ay di na kailangan pa.
Wow.
Yeah, very seamless medley. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
That's how you do
Well,
it.
to maybe bring some clarity as to what we just heard, we are going to bring in George's son, who we discovered a couple weeks ago in the chat. He identified himself, so we're so happy to have him here today. Magandang umaga, Karl.
Hey, Carl.
Hello, good morning, and good evening to everyone in the Philippines.
So happy to have you here.
Nice
Where
to
where
be
are
here.
you located? You're in the States somewhere, right?
Yes, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What
I
drew
woke
you
up
to
an hour
Wisconsin?
earlier than
The
you did.
cheese state.
I'm sorry.
What-
The cheese.
What drew you
the
to
cheese
Wisconsin?
State. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah. I had the conversation with Carl before we started.
There you go.
As soon as we have three people, timing gets weird. Expect
It gets weird.
challenges.
Yes. Yes.
The question is,
So what was the question?
what brought you to Wisconsin?
Oh, yeah, I trained here and then for research.
Okay,
It's and
kind of,
as
and you
I'm
just
working
stayed
in the research field. Yeah.
So, fill us in a little bit, if you don't mind, as far as what we just heard. This was the only song that he sang.
Yes.
Why? And how many songs did we just experience?
Ah, yes. So why is it's because I guess he's not a singer. I mean, he could sing.
Could have
He-
fooled us.
For sure.
in the earlier part of, I think he joined bands, and he actually joined TNT in its early, the Tawag
Oh,
Tanghalan,
okay.
in its earlier stages, maybe the second year or third, I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, he did not win. I think Diomedes Maturan was the eventual winner of that year,
Okay.
Okay.
whom
Yes.
you reacted to, right? So, um,
So did he start out by like pursuing as a singer-songwriter? Was that maybe initially what he's aiming for? And
he's
then
no, he was just I guess he was just dabbling on singing, and he's also into writing, but not. He's a journalist by profession, so he was
interesting.
yeah, he was yes. So he did not have formal training in music. He was
Wow.
That's crazy.
he worked for the Associated Press before, as a senior desk editor, I think, or something.
With the depth of his writing.
It's a pretty good side hustle to have.
Wow. That's
Nationally
impressive.
renowned
Eventually,
song-
it became
Yeah.
yes. And then for that, what do you call this? For that medley, I think there was. You're right about that. It was very seamless, and it really flows from one song to the next seamlessly. Not only
Yeah.
melodically, but also lyrics wise. It just he picked the. I mean, he didn't change any of the lyrics of the songs, but it was just arranged in such a way that it could stand as one song actually. If you
Right.
if you transcribe the lyrics,
Sure.
yeah, it goes from and it's also not a typical medley where you go just move on from one song to the next. And for this medley, it goes back to that same song. So it goes
Oh,
Kapantay Langit hanggang sa
Interesting.
dulo
yeah.
ng walang hanggan. Ngayon at kailanman, kailangan kita. And then ngayon at kailanman again. And then Panata. And then Kung Ako Yung Mo. And then Kailangan Kita again. So it's
So
it's
very cleverly constructed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
it was.
So that's awesome. So we're learning more about him as a writer. So, so did he primarily do lyrics, or did he do both? I know, and he,
Both.
singing.
Most of
he
his
did both.
songs
Okay.
he did both. He
Okay.
did both. Yeah.
Okay. So he kind of strikes me as sort of like a Burt Bacharach type, where he's songwriter forward, and then he'll sing his own stuff, but he'd rather sort of hand it off to other people.
That is correct.
But I love Burt so much, and I love George. Yeah,
Music's
but
incredible.
having said that's not necessarily his. I thought he had a great voice, considering he didn't consider himself necessarily a
Well,
singer.
he sings usually at like, well, he not permanent gigs, but he just jams in like piano bars and all that. That's his
Yeah.
hangout.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
fun.
cool to know that about him because it gives so much more. It just adds to the human aspect of him because his music is so stellar. To me, it feels it's just on such a level musically. His knowledge, intuition with music theory and arrangements and things like that.
Mhm.
Even if he didn't study it, to be, I don't know. I don't imagine somebody at that elite level of songwriting to just be where his jam is the piano bar like that's. But maybe that's the Philippines. You sing everywhere anyway, so maybe it doesn't
Right.
even matter.
Right.
That's true. Now, are you a musician or a songwriter?
No.
I thought Francesca said something about like the tone of his voice had
Maybe my
had your
speaking
voice
voice.
with Hey,
Okay.
maybe that's it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
By
So
the way,
what was it like
I'd
growing
like
up
to
with
thank.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to thank Francesca and Brigitte for making this happen. By the way. So,
Yes, Francesca's
Thank you, guys.
been just a lifeline to the Philippines multiple times. So
Hey.
being able to connect with you was just awesome.
Yeah.
Latte. All right, we got to talk
Sorry.
about coffees in a second. Before we do that, though, I want to set up the next song. So the next song is called "You're All I Love," and we're going to hear a version sung by Vic Dana, which is an American performer. So I'm just curious. Like you said, this was his. All I know about it is this was his first big hit or single.
Uh, that was his first single, yes, but not the Vic Dana version.
Right.
Because Vic Dana sang it in 1974, I think. That was the original was in 1965
And who sang that
release.
initially when it was released?
I have no idea. Well, when my dad used to sing that, and when he introduces that song, he said like that's during that time he discovered that he only had 17 friends because the single sold only 17 copies. So,
Oh no!
but yeah, I guess it's just bad timing because it's
We've all been there.
Oh, yes. But the fact that only sold 17 there, but then it became a bigger deal and just reached across the ocean, and that shows. And this is why I'm curious to hear this version, I guess Americanized version, vocally anyway, is that the level of songwriting he has is reaching worldwide. It's not just on the islands, right? So that should be really cool to hear.
And I was going to say in the beginning, the great songs and the great artists, the great writers, they tend to come through eventually. Like we were saying, Richard. It's like we didn't discover him till just now, but it's just like he was always there. He's just kind of trickling. It's like, oh, we keep hearing this name, and then eventually, we get around to it. And then, of course, we're a little bit slower than most people with discovering.
It's kind of our jam,
artists and writers. But
Johnny, while you're frozen, this would be a good time to thank our coffees. And
absolutely.
I'm going to set up the next song here.
Hold on.
How do you say that You're All I Love? What was the Tagalog pronunciation?
Kapantay ay langit.
That's
the kapantay.
Kapantay ay...
Yeah, I think you reacted to that with Pilita.
That's why we chose to... I remember there was another reason, because we'd already heard it with her, so we wanted to hear a different version. Got it. All right.
So,
Carl,
coffees
I'm
here.
going to take you off screen for a second. We will see you again after the song.
See you in a second. All right. So we got Deb bought us 5 coffees. Thank you so much, Deb. And then Francesca also bought us 5 coffees. And she says, "Hi, Carl. Cheers to the wonderful and timeless legacy of your dad. Thanks for sharing today with us. And thanks for doing this. RNJ is us." And then Latte coming in strong with 30 coffees. She says,
30.
"Thank you, Carl, for joining us today and sharing your insights. What a treat on TGIFF."
All right, so I'm going to practice this. Thank you, Latte. I'm going to try to thank you in Tagalog. So first of all, the first 2 were 5 coffees. So it's salamat sa limang kape, I think. So salamat sa limang kape. And the 30, okay. I've been trying to, so it's isa, dalawang, tatlo. So it's 3. So I'm not there yet. I'm trying. Yes, that sounds right. I knew there's the poo, right? Because that's 30. That means like that's the units of tens. I think it was. Anyway, salamat.
Yes. Salamat.
All right, here we go. And I don't know the singer's name at all.
You're all I love. You'll always be the one I love. Though you found someone new, I know that you will stay.
Thank you,
the
Paul.
one I love.
The reminder.
My lips are cold. My 2 arms long for you to hold. I'll never know the reason why you said goodbye. You're all I love. Why must it be you're all I love? when after each affair, somehow, somewhere, you find another love. They tell me so.
Love that
I
change.
must forget and let you go. Perhaps they just don't know. You're all I love. Mahal kita.
Going into Tagalog there.
Kapantay ay langit sinta. At lagi kong dasal sa may kapal ang lumigaya ka.
So the melody, I'm just going to stop at once here. The melody is definitely ringing a bell. As you said, we heard Polita sing to it. And it Escape Your Bubble. That's exactly why I thought it'd be interesting to react to this one, because it just shows, again, George's reach. Getting translated into other songs and performed by other popular singers is just so cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, Karl sent us like 30 songs. He said, if you need more to pick from, just let me know. I mean, the list was like absolutely endless. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a great tune, and I'm just thinking to myself, imagine writing a song like that, and that's like your, that's his hobby, that's his second job, and he's writing something that could totally be a timeless classic. That just gets me.
That's just beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, the song. So the recording. So this is kind of like a sort of a common thing with the older songs. So they would record it, and then they would, because everything was tape. Wasn't digital as tape back then, so sometimes they would speed up the tape, so it's in the middle of a key. So I'm trying to find the key. I'm like,
oh,
yeah, so it's somewhere in the middle. And usually they would speed up the tape to make it, everything would sound a little bit higher pitched.
And not necessarily the singer
lift to
too.
it.
Very often it would be they'd change the key for the singer to sing to. So it depends on what their agenda was.
Yeah,
in the moment.
Yeah. But great tune. I love the, again, just the vibe of that. I love that era. It's kind of got that crooning standard throwback from the, the Frank Sinatra,
right,
Dean Martin days. But a little bit different something to it.
And here I thought the pronunciation was perfect, Anna. He's like, you could tell the Tagalog part that wasn't, he wasn't a native Filipino. To my ears, it's like, wow, he's fluent.
Right. Exactly.
Just the fact that I can recognize it.
Migaya ka kahit ngayon mayroon ka ng ibang mahal. Hindi pa rin ako.
Thanks for being here.
Magdaramdam. You're all I love.
Love his tone in this space.
Why must it be you're all I love? When after each affair, somehow, somewhere, you find another love. They tell me so.
Nice.
I must forget and let you go. Perhaps they just don't know.
Powerful vocal presentation, but just talking about the song, the melody evolution was great. It was just, I'm compelled to want to hear it again immediately, just because it just felt like it was evolving in such a way that was just really interesting. So again,
Yeah.
songwriting.
Great songwriting. Great
Yeah.
side hustle. So funny. So funny. It's just
crazy.
It's annoying when people are that good that they can just do it. They're just like, oh, you know what? I just dabble in this.
Yeah, let me just write some of the world's best music on this side. I've got an article to write.
So that was going to lead to my question. Actually, what was it like growing up with a parent that was so prolific? I mean, was he just busy all the time doing stuff? Was he, or did he write it so quick?
No, he's well, he doesn't really have any like time where he does it. I mean, he just sometimes he's driving in the car, then oops, I have a melody in my head.
Well, that's
something
even
like
more annoying.
So, yeah, I mean, it's cool to have him as a dad. At the same time, it's also ordinary because he's to
Sure.
us he's just
He's your
dad.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just dad. Yeah,
I love
but with that song, yeah. So it started out with "You're All I Love," and it wasn't a hit. But 6 years later, he put the Tagalog lyrics, and that was actually, I think, his first Tagalog composition, "Kapantay Ay Langit," and then and it became a
Wait, he
hit.
wrote it in English first?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
So he did
I would
it-
have thought it was the other way around. Okay.
Most of his earlier works were all in English. His first award, I think, was a song "Forbidden." It's called "Forbidden," and it was in 1968, and so it's in English. Yeah, but when he made it to "Kapantay Ay Langit," then it really became a huge hit. It was sang in all like birthdays. He said even funerals,
Wow.
weddings. But there's a story about that too, and because he was attending a wedding, and
Okay.
then they played Kapatay Ay Langit, maybe because he was there and he was the principal sponsor as well. So
Okay.
so they were playing it, and then in the exchange of rings, there was that part where kahit ngayon meron ka ng ibang mahal, which translate to like even now that you have someone new you love someone a new love. So it's like, wait a minute, this is not a wedding song. It's a love triangle. So and so that's how he composed Ngayon at Kailanman, which is more of a wedding song.
So
Got
I
it.
play in a
That's
band,
funny.
and I've played a lot of weddings throughout the years, and
Mhm.
there are songs that play in the background when you actually, on the surface, they seem like love songs, but then we actually dig deeper and listen to lyrics, like, oh, this is not a love song at all. Actually,
This is not appropriate for a wedding.
Maybe we should be playing this here.
Like Beauty and the Beast, right? In
Right.
wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah, we actually played that. That was a couple's first dance song was to that song. They requested that.
Okay.
Interesting. I was going
funny.
to ask you too. You know, you say you're not a singer, or you don't really play music at all, right?
No. I mean, I played there's this instrument, the bandurria, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 14 string instrument, which is basically a six
Okay.
string, but you have the tremolo. That's why it's like a banjo.
Okay.
Okay.
But you
I was
normally
gonna ask
play
you-
that with an ensemble. But that was when I
Okay.
was in grade school. I tried playing the piano, but that was my first recital was traumatic. So
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, it's always such a challenge when you have such a musical parent. It's like you just wonder if they try to nudge you in that direction, or they just kind of let you find your own way.
he kind of let us be like whatever. our
Yeah.
Find your
interest
own path. Well, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Right, right. And maybe we did not dare go that direction.
Yeah, it can be intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
So, our next song, ang susunod na kanta ay Gaano Kadalas ang Minsan. What is that? What does that title mean? Carl's like, I don't know, based on what you just said.
How often is once, something like that?
Okay, so what's interesting about this one? This is going to be fun, Johnny. This is Ryan Cayabyab playing piano and singing George's song. That's what we're about to watch.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm very excited about this. So
Man, the
Karl,
ultimate combinations today.
we will see you on the other side of this song.
Yes.
This should be interesting. Two brilliant minds coexisting in one performance, if you think of it that way. I hope that's later in the song. That was a cool melody.
Yeah, I like that.
How often is once, you guys are saying? How often is sometimes?
Gaano kadalas ang minsan ka lang mahagkan. Sindalas na rin ang dami ng bituing wari, walang hanggan. Dahil sa labi ko'y laging nararamdaman. Kahit sandali, halik mo'y dumampi minsan. Gaano kadalas ang makapiling kang minsan sa kisindalas ng walang wakas, saglit mang magpisan. Dahil sa ganon, paraan lang mag-iisa. Kung magsasanib ang dalawang dibdib, di ba? Ngunit kung pag-ibig ay hindi rin lang wagas, mabuti ang hanggang maagay magwakas. Magkukunwari itago man ay lalabas, at minsan kang matuklasan, hapdi walang kasing dalas. Gaano kadalas ang minsan mo akong saktan, kahit minsan lang sa'ki para bang walang katapusan. Gaano kadalas ba ang puso'y namamatay? Gaano kadalas hang minsan.
Have we heard Ryan sing before?
This might be the first time.
I'm drawing a blank. Correct us if we're wrong in the chat. I don't know if we've heard him sing. There's a nice, rich tone that...
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense on some level. Obviously, same thing with George, where you have to convey your idea. You as a songwriter, I mean, you are a singer also, but you have to communicate your melody idea. So it's helpful to be at least okay.
Right.
But there's a quality, and almost this song has almost an eerie, reflective, longing.
Yeah,
well, I mean, the title, has that. How often is one time? This interesting title. I don't know what he's singing. I heard Mabuti several times, so I know a couple little words here and there. But there's this, I don't know, nostalgic, reflective, longing quality that works really well with Ryan's voice in this.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that it's not a crazy range. I'm guessing he's got more of a human,
Thank you, Judith. We did hear it once. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like his range is probably not as extravagant as some of the singers that we hear on this on these Fridays.
I'm sure.
But there's something really endearing about it. It's kind of like the Burt Bacharach thing. It's like, Burt's got a voice that's an acquired taste, but it's like there's something nice about it when it's the songwriter themselves. Of course, he's singing somebody else's song, but from a songwriter's sort of perspective,
right,
where they're not necessarily the artist out front, but there's just something, and they can connect to it in such a storytelling kind of way. But yeah, really cool song too. and I definitely have some questions for Karl when we get back over to the song, because
Yeah.
this one's really catching my ear. I like it a lot.
And before we move forward, a couple things. One, in the chat, if you have requests for future songs, please leave them in the comments after the live stream. We already have the songs pre-selected for today because there's a lot of research behind this and a lot more choices. I think it's inevitable we're going to have a George Part 3 sometime in the future. There's just too many.
Right.
So, so we appreciate the requests, but please leave them in the comments after. And I believe we also had a coffee I want to make sure we acknowledge as well.
Yes, we did. I don't know where that page went. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. There's many pages. Okay. Yes, from Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for this very special TGIFF.
Salamat sa pagkape, Chris.
Ngunit kung pag-ibig ay hindi rin ang wakas, mabuti pa, mabuti nga, mabuti ang hanggang maagay magwakas. Pagkukunwari na kung mana'y lalabas, at minsan kang matuklasan, habdi walang kasing dalas. Gaano kadalas hang minsan mo akong saktan, kahit minsan lang sa akin para bang walang katapusan. Gaano kadalas ba ang puso'y namamatay? Gaano kadalas ang minsan? Gaano kadalas ang minsan? Gaano kadalas ang minsan? Awitin po ni George Canseco. Una pong inawit ni Basil Valdez.
So, Basil probably saying it first is my guess on that one.
Okay. I've talked about this before, how as a songwriter, it's the most amazing feeling when a great singer sings your material. But when another songwriter, especially a songwriter of Ryan's level, sings it, that's kind of the ultimate sign of respect, because it's just, they know, the songwriters know what goes into it, and I think that would have been just an amazing feeling to have Ryan sing one of your songs.
I can only imagine. Did they ever collaborate, George and Ryan?
Yes, I think they did one song where my dad did the lyrics to Ryan's melody, but they've had concerts together, I think.
Okay.
In fact, there was a concert called Four C's, like Four C's of Diamond, right? But it's Four C's, but it's the four composers: Canseco, Cayabyab, Cruz, and Cuenco, Hernani Cuenco, which is another composer.
Oh, we haven't gotten to that one yet.
Yeah, so they had some collaborations.
I was going to ask a question in that vein too. I mean, growing up, did you have a lot of these fellow writers and sort of singers? Were they over at the house? Were they hanging out? Did you get to meet a lot of these people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was really young then, but Homer Flores, they've been there. Jaja, even actors actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Actors, directors. So I mean, all those, because
really
my dad was into the musical scoring for movies. So
Sure.
So yeah, we had a lot of celebrities.
That's fun
at home.
And it's just normal, obviously, because that's just
that's
what you were raised with. Yeah.
Yeah, and my dad loved entertaining guests, he's a great cook. So it's not unusual that he'd come home with a guest at 11 p.m. and then they'd cook something up, and then they'd still chat some more and something like that.
So I can't help but notice in the chat, it seems like, do you have a sister named Rachel?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so thought I'd ask before I acknowledge.
Right.
I don't want Karl to discover on our channel that he has a sister. Yeah, it looks like you have a son named Andre?
Yes.
Oh, the family is here. This is great.
Yes.
Welcome everybody to the chat.
Andre sings.
Nice. Okay. That's awesome.
So.
Well, he put in a request for you to sing. He said, sing us a song.
Oh,
Dad.
no. Oh, no. Oh, we don't have time for that.
All of a sudden, yeah. Oh, no. So speaking of... Go ahead.
Oh, I just had a question quick about your dad's background as an instrumentalist. Because just noticing the chord progression, particularly in that last song, I mean, very intricate stuff, very sophisticated things. So it feels like he would have had to have a background as in jazz and some of that type of thing, because those aren't your conventional chord changes.
Yeah, he took piano lessons early when he was, I don't know, when he was really young. But I think their training back then was also with ear training.
Just listening, yeah.
Right. So he'd be able to tell you the notes just by listening. He's not really a player, so he doesn't really play an instrument. I mean, he knows the notes on the piano. He knows how to play the harmonica, but nothing performance level playing. So it's more of all in his head. It's like a garage band software, but inside his head.
That's a great way to put it.
he could hear the chords in his head, and the instruments. But yeah.
Great skill, and especially that level, because that's, like I said, it's not just your typical, 3-chord song. There's, I mean, really intricate stuff, and that's really impressive.
Yes, and I think you noticed that with some of the other reviews before you even known of my dad, with those atypical chord progression. And I was talking to another composer, arranger, and former madrigal, Ed Nepomuceno, and he said exactly the same thing as you said, like, because my dad's chords would like just be picked from nowhere, something like that.
Yeah,
so some
clever.
people just have it. Some people just have that.
So next song up, very excited for this one. This one, I don't know if you have anything to share with us in particular on this, Karl. We're going to Basil Valdez. The name of the song is Minsan pa nating Hagkan ang Nakaraan.
Yeah, Nakaraan. Which means, well, literally it says, let's kiss the past one more time or something.
Okay.
One more time. It's more of like, let's rekindle our past.
Poetically, yeah. The literal translation obviously don't always have that.
It's more of a figurative.
All right, awesome. And you also gave me a note. You said that Basil had the most songs that was written by George.
Yes, I think they just connect with the composer interpreter. And because when my dad, he's, well, of course, as a singer you'd have to be, the tone is great, and then your enunciation is great, but most importantly, you
as
should
a singer
be able to
in the Philippines.
Right.
but go on.
But yeah, so, and then most importantly, you should be able to interpret the song, like really connect the song such that it's believable when someone hears it. So, and I think Basil has all those qualities, and they really connect well.
Kind of a magical combination.
It was a magic, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to check it out right now. Thank you, Karl. Transparency for this.
Once again.
Even the spacing too, just lets it breathe.
So he wrote that as a non-instrumentalist? Jeez.
Minsan pa nating hagkan ang ating nakaraan at ang kahapong saya'y bigyan daan.
Actually, there's some similarities between Basil and George's tone. The style of delivery.
Ang
Sure, yeah.
pag-ibig kahit na ngayon'y mali. Minsan pa nating buksan, nakapilit ng pinto. Muli kong hahaplusin ang iyong puso. At subukan natin kung may nalabi na pagmamahal kahit man lang kaunti. Nababatid kong kasalanan, muli nating pagmamahalan, subalit di ko magawang limutin ka.
So much passion behind his delivery.
Sasabihin kong ako ang siyang nagkasala. Mahal kita, mahal kita. Minsan pa nating hagkan ang ating nakaraan. Buhay man ang kapalit, ako'y laan. Dahil ang pag-ibig ko'y di mamamatay, sa mundong ito'y wala pang papantay. Nababatid kong kasalanan, muli nating pagmamahalan, subalit di ko magawang limutin ka. Sasabihin kong ako ang siyang nagkasala. Mahal kita, mahal kita. Minsan pa nating hagkan ang ating.
So something George does, I've heard this a few times now, is he doesn't let the singer breathe. He like has this like these flowy lines, and just where he puts the comma or the rest is interesting. There's some lines that you'd expect to naturally take a breath because you only have so much air in your lungs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
you have more than most.
It's a hot air reference.
It's a world record for longest note reference,
but both have its merit.
Yes.
But it's interesting. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Just I don't know if you caught that moment too, Johnny. But I've heard this in several songs. It's just interesting where he places that. So there's this feeling of where you expect something to rest, and then he just takes it just a little further. Like it I want to say lingers, because lingers makes it sound like almost like a negative thing, but it just resonates further, feathers further into the melody. It's just how he connects his, and it's just really interesting.
Mahal kita, mahal kita.
It's this next line, phrase.
Minsan pa
Yeah, that one connects.
Even that.
But that's a choice. I feel like that's the singer's choice.
Nakaraan, buhay man ang kapalit, ako'y laan.
I don't think he even inhaled there. It was like
Ang
suspense.
pag-ibig ko'y buhay kailan pa man, at maghihintay sa'yo kahit saan. Minsan pa nating hagkan
Oh, there you go.
ang nakaraan.
It's great.
It's
I love
great,
it.
like almost like a theatrical delivery too, vocally. correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this George fella has a career. I think his writing's gonna reach around the world.
He's got some skills, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, yeah. I just want to comment. There's something, and I noticed this with the song that Ryan sang as well. The way he does phrasing is so unique too. Obviously, just the most beautiful ballads, and sometimes with a ballad it can be a little bit almost too lofty, and the way that he makes the phrases so conversational, it kind of breaks it back down to earth, and it's just like it keeps the storytelling intact while maintaining that sort of elegance of a soft or powerful ballad. I just think it's such a unique combination, unique style that he's doing. I think really, really cool.
Yeah,
definitely stands out. And I think you're going to find this with any songwriter. There's certain signature, identifiable qualities that they're resonating. Like even with, I'll take, because I know Johnny's songwriting the most, and like when I hear, he's got a couple songs on like Daughtry's record, for example, without me knowing which songs you wrote
you
or
can
co-wrote,
pick up on it. Yeah,
I'm just like, that's Johnny. That's a Johnny melody. There's just something,
right.
But it doesn't sound
Something
contrived or
comes through.
derivative of something you did in the past. There's certain just flavors of notes that I think each of us are attracted to as a songwriter, and so you can hear that in George's work and in Ryan's work, etc.
Yeah, but just those fast, like just very like rapid and very conversational. It's like, and I just love that combination. Super.
Yes. And speaking of, were you going to say something, Karl? I don't want to step on you.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So speaking of, am I saying his name right? It's an S, not a Z, but because Basil, of course, is what my first attempt, and that was I'm still embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
But
Basil Valdez.
Basil, okay, Basil. So you've got a couple photos. One of them has him in here, so I just want to bring a few photos that you shared with us in advance. So this first one is actually of you and your dad. I recognize where. This is not in Manila. When was this? What time period?
I think that was late 90s, 97, 98 maybe.
It's a great time in music. I miss that era of music. And then we've got photo. I don't know where this is.
That might be. You know what? I don't know where that was either.
So you guys hanging out.
Maybe around the same time.
And then we have, this is why I wanted to bring this up. So there you are. Is this at your wedding?
Yes. That was my wedding.
So,
and it's cool to have Basil sing at my wedding.
Johnny, other than myself, do you have anybody cool coming to your wedding?
No, you're tops.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
Everyone's a distant second place in coolness to you, my friend. I have a question. What did your dad listen to? What was his favorite kind of music to listen to?
Well, he particularly liked the standards, like Frank Sinatra. His idol in terms of well, Frank Sinatra, with the way he sings clearly, and it's just it's like more of a storytelling type of of singing. And then for lyricists, it's Marilyn and Alan Bergman, who did How Do You Keep the Music Playing, Windmills of Your Mind.
Yes.
So those were his idols.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
So once again, for that last song, so he composed the music as well as
right.
The chord progression, the chord changes.
It's nuts.
We're next level. Yeah, like that's a jazz pianist that's been doing it their whole life. that is like that level of sophistication with the chords. That's, man,
Crazy. So I just got
boggles my mind.
couple more pictures before I lose sight here. So we've got you and your dad.
Yes.
Obviously, this is another one in your wedding. And I'm excited for this next photo. Your dad and your beautiful wife. Is she in the chat too? You got the rest of the family?
I'm not sure if she's in the chat, but
If
she's
you're
probably
here,
watching.
say hi.
Yes. So
family.
that's the same wedding. So as you can see in the earlier photo, my dad was in the Barong Tagalog, which is that
This one.
formal outfit. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for the reception, he had a change of outfit.
Because he's cool.
Because he's he is. That's right.
Wait, so this is this some like a traditional style shirt
Yes.
or what is it? What did you call it?
It's Barong Tagalog, which is it's like the formal wear,
Okay.
traditional Filipino formal wear.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing those obviously personal photos with us. We greatly
Yeah, those
appreciate
are
that
great.
just to get to kind of
They're
know
really
the
cool.
family a little bit more.
Mm.
So, Johnny, you had another question. I think before I set up the next song.
Oh, I did?
interrupted
I don't
you.
remember.
I
I
don't know.
don't remember if I did.
I'm sure it'll resurface.
Yes. Well, what do
So-
you like? What kind of music do you like to listen to? Personally,
Excuse me.
what's your favorite?
I'm sorry.
Oh, what's your favorite?
Johnny doesn't care what my favorite is.
I thought you were. I listen to. Okay, wait a minute. Let me center myself here. I listen to all sorts of stuff. In my iPhone, I have anywhere from Tchaikovsky to Benson Boone.
Okay.
So I of course I particularly gravitate towards 80s new wave.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, I listen to all sorts of. I have K-pop, I have Italian, I have French music.
Nice.
I've
What was your dad's opinion of the new wave stuff? Because I mean, no parent likes their kids'
Yeah.
music for the most part.
Yeah, yeah. He found it different.
Yeah. Right.
I was playing Our House in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I shouldn't say that as a universal statement because a lot of
It's
our
not,
members
but-
they are pretty
Yeah.
hip. They like the modern stuff as well.
Here's an interesting question that came in from Moto Music. Said, Sir Karl, did your father use DX7 in the 1980s in the Philippines? I don't even understand the question.
What is DX7?
What is DX7? Well, sometimes you have to answer a question with a question.
I don't know. Is that a
Is that like a recording device? I feel like it was. Maybe it's
then
like
probably
a home
not.
studio or
Just-
something. I don't know.
We went to the recording studio. I used to tag along in the recording studios. He did not have a home studio.
So he did
I don't know if
everything.
that was-
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the thing.
Particularly at that time
I don't
too.
know. Yeah, 24 tracks or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
And
would be
all
one
night-
heck of a home studio. It's very, very different now.
Right.
All right, so yeah, we're all guessing it's Yamaha DX7. We're guessing it was some sort of keyboard or MIDI.
Oh, I
That's
should have
the
known
chat's
that.
guess.
I should have known that.
Oh yeah, Yamaha DX7 synthesizer. That's what he's talking about.
No. We
you
did not have that. We did not have that.
Or
We had that
in
Oh,
Filipino,
one.
Hindi.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so moving on to next, we got a few more we want to try to squeeze in today, so I want to keep it moving forward. Thank you for the questions, though. Next up is Sharon Cuneta, the song Friends. So I'm assuming this is in English, is the
Yes,
title is.
yeah.
So
It's from the movie Friends in Love.
oh, that's right, yeah, because she was a
Sorry.
film star. Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon.
Did he do a lot of music in film? Was it
Yes, he did.
both?
He did.
Okay. Was it primarily that or singles?
Um, Yeah, in the earlier part of his career, it's more like singles, but towards the latter part, he did a lot more of. But yeah,
Developed
but
into
but
that.
since the early 70s up to 90s even, he was doing film. So
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. So thank you, Car. We will see you again in a moment.
all right.
Here we go. The song Friends. We told you guys we were going to listen to more Sharon. We had lots of requests for her.
Friends we will be now and forever. Friends so in love with one another. We'll face it all through any weather, cloudy or sunny. We'll be together. Nothing can come ever between us. Just you and me until the world itself is through. Sharing one dream, sharing one love forever true. We will never ever part at all, even if the worst of rain should fall. When they talk of friends, it's always me and you.
This is not normal songwriting.
No, it's not.
And I mean that in the most complimentary way.
I mean, this is my favorite type of stuff. This stuff has that timeless quality that, I mean, I love all types of music, all genres, all eras, but this stuff, I just feel like, 300 years from now, it's like it's still gonna be there to listen to, and be like, okay, it's got its moment in time, but it's like it still sounds good. It's still appealing.
There is something majestic, right? It's just the way the chords, just like every new downbeat, I don't really know where we're going to land, but then when you're there, it's correct. It just feels like, oh yes, this is where I was supposed to be all along, but I didn't know that's where I was going. That's how it feels.
I said, that's my favorite stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
Unexpected,
but still so pleasing to the ear.
Beautiful.
Because some unexpected stuff is not pleasing to the ear.
Right.
Friends so in love with one another. We'll face it all through any weather, cloudy or sunny.
Really?
We'll be together.
Wow. Teenager singing this?
Nothing can come ever between us. Just you and me until the world itself is through. Sharing one dream, sharing one love forever true. We will never ever part at all, even if the worst of rain should fall. When they talk of friends, it's always me and you.
Almost has a John Williams like movement taking place.
This part does for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and she just sounds exquisite. Teenager or not, her tone, her timing and flow with it. I mean, she did a beautiful, beautiful job with it.
Yeah. Got some Carpenter's vibes there. She's kind of got the Filipino Karen Carpenter happening. But
Wow.
again, lovely song. Just great melody, great chords, great sentiment. Yeah.
And not normal. I hope that doesn't get translated in any sort of negative way. It's just so exceptional in
Unique.
terms of unique. But even if he did have the schooling, like you were saying, Karl, let's say he went to a conservatory and he studied and that's all he did all of his life, it would still be unique and stand out. That's just incredible.
Probably.
Yeah. So next up, we've got 2 more to go. We're closing with Regine. We promised Regine today. We've got the George Canseco medley, which I believe is going to be comprised of songs that we've probably already heard. But first up, right before we get to that, is Nora, Aunor. And this beautiful voice, can you tell us about this song?
I think that was originally sung by Rick Manrique Jr.
Okay.
You've reacted to him before with the classics.
Yep.
I think that was
And we
from
reacted to Nora too. I recognize her
yes,
name. Yeah.
yes. I think this was in 1976 movie. I think.
Okay.
Of course, the cover came after.
And it's
This is a great rendition of this song.
I'm going to attempt the song title. Luha at Halakhak.
Halakhak. Halakhak.
Halakhak.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
It means tears and laughter, or laughter.
Okay.
Halakhak is more of like a boisterous laughter or something like that.
Okay.
Um,
All right. And
it's like comparing the the masks of drama, the comedy and tragedy mask.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
like it kind of alludes to how like life is sometimes you're on top and sometimes you're not, and it's the harsh realities of life.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you for
Right.
that. And we'll see you again in a moment.
Okay.
I feel bad. I feel like I keep closing the door on Karl. Like, bye. You can go away now. We'll see you in 5. All right. Here we go. Nora.
Minsan ang ngiti sa wari kay tamis, di mo alam na sa likod pala may nakatagong hinagpis. Dangan ay dapat kang humalakhak sa ngalan ng pakikisama. Huwag kang pahuhuling umiiyak kung di mo nais mag-isa. Kapag ang tagumpay ay nasa iyong kamay, marami ang sa'yo'y walang kasing kaawa-awa, iniiwasang parang may sakit na nakahahawang pagluha.
Sorry, a little pause here. I'm trying to, hearing her sing, there's something about her vibrato that stands out to me. It's not particularly fast, particularly slow. There's no obvious thing about it, but it's like, I don't know, there's something, it feels like there's weight behind it. There's something, it's like there's a story behind her vibrato. There's just something there in the speed and the movement mixed with her tone. Because everybody's vibratos, it's kind of a signature sound. We've talked about this, different depths of amplitude and sharp, flat, all those things. There's I don't know, feels like there's something heavy underneath your vibrato. I don't know how else to say it, but I just really like it.
Yeah. I kind of felt the same thing. I mean, a different way. It just, again, these old songs for me, I love the classic style of singing, the very natural style of singing. I love the modern acrobatics, the runs for days, which wasn't sort of implemented until, I don't know, probably the 80s, 90s, I guess, when that started to become a thing. So early on, it just wasn't present, it just wasn't sort of there. And it's a great evolution that happened, but there's something about the old style of singing where you're not, it wasn't reliant on that stuff.
Sorry, everyone.
It wasn't.
How is it our guest's camera has been perfect?
I know, God.
But not yours.
Jeez.
Anyway, continue.
No, it's just, I mean, the way that the things that you used to tell the story and emote the song was tone, it was dynamics, it was vibrato.
And the melody itself. Yeah.
And the melody itself, but it's like, I mean, obviously there was great songs, which helps, but it's like to do that and to create this emotion and this vibe without relying on the bag of tricks, which I love the bag of tricks, and it's a great tool, but I also love that it's not needed here to have as much of an effect as some of the most crazy runs ever, the craziest range. It's just it's a great skill, and
I mean, we're always, obviously we amplify that, and we're like, Katrina and Maury, and just, when they're doing some
which I love. It's
amazing. But my favorite performances from even those two examples are consistently the ones that have less of that. And it's just more core orientated in the tone and the delivery.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I love both. And I mean, for a slew of different reasons, but I will always love, I always bring up that natural voice. It's just like, there's no over inflection, no, like trying to have this, like,
just speaks at a different level.
Like nowadays when I'm producing a vocal, it's like, okay, give it a, be really breathy here, like bring it back, bring in the vocal fry. And it's like, oh, all that stuff's great, but there's something about just the natural, like, not relying on that stuff, which is awesome.
100%.
Ang buhay nga naman, walang iniwan sa dalawang maskara ng sining. Isang humahalakhak at isang lumuluha. Ikaw, ano ang maskarang naitakda sa'yo? Luha o halakhak? Dangan ay dapat kang humalakhak.
Yeah, just that little crescendo there.
Sa ngalan ng pakikisama, huwag kang pahuhuling umiiyak kung di mo nais mag-isa. Kapag ang tagumpay ay nasa iyong kamay, marami ang sa'yo'y nagmamahal, mailap ang pagkalumbay. Subalit ang walang kasing kaawa-awa, iniiwasang parang may sakit na nakahahawang pagluha, nag-iisang lumuluha, isang kaibigan may wala.
She's special. She is, and combined with songs like this.
Yeah, this song brought the drama. That intro. That's cool. Just great stuff. Great stuff.
How come you never asked me to demonstrate the songs that we listened to? I feel like you're hogging all of that
just
skill set.
Slips my mind. It just slips my mind. I don't know.
It's the same thing.
Almost like
just beautiful. Before we bring Karl back in, I see some recommendations in the chat. So we only have one more. We're going to listen to Regine next for today, but we're going to come back for more George songs. There's no question about that. So in the chat after the live stream is where we're going to look for your recommendations. I saw you guys were recommending Maury, of course, Jessica, Dulce. Oh, I really want to go back. I want to hear more of her too. So those recommendations, please put them there, and that's where we will find them. We will appreciate that.
I don't think we could miss George songs if we tried. Even if we tried
we can't avoid them.
Everywhere. They're everywhere.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that was awesome. Do you recall, Karl? Did your dad ever? Obviously, Basil, but were there other artists that he really enjoyed, that stood out, that he enjoyed working with, or that he liked hearing his song in particular being sung by?
Yeah, he did a lot of songs with Sharon as well.
In the comments. Sorry, clarity. Did I say chat? Sorry to cut you off, Karl. In the comments after the live stream. That's what I meant. My apologies. Sorry.
Dulce. Who else? Kulidesma. There were a lot. He composed a lot of songs for all those singers.
Did he write them with them in mind? Do you know?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think sometimes he does. He's like, okay, this is for Basil, or this is for, or like Dulce's range. I mean, Dulce is really phenomenal,
right?
With that, so with that in mind, he would. Oh, and also as an aside, Johnny, you were asking how he was as a dad. It was cool because we did not have a bedtime with him, and
it's
nice.
Cool points right away.
In fact, he'd come home from recording. My sister brought it up. My other sister Nancy brought it up in the chat. And he would come home like at 2 a.m. and then wake us all up. Listen to this from recording.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What are you sleeping for? We got music to listen to.
Yeah, that's the life. Those late nights. That's why I'm always so tired. Right. These morning sessions. I'm so geared towards the late night musician's life. So I had a question too. Seeing that he is, jack of all trades and master of seemingly all of them, was there any other hobbies that he had that he excelled at as much as his first job as a journalist, and then obviously songwriter?
He's good at pool playing.
Pool, okay.
Oh, nice.
Pool, and bowling to a certain extent. He's a decent bowler.
Is bowling popular in the Philippines? I know pool is.
Yeah, and bowling too, I guess. Yeah, we used to bowl like every night. till the bowling alley closes
Closed,
at
right?
11 p.m.
Am I
So yeah, I
correct
did not
to
have a bedtime.
Am I correct to assume there was a karaoke machine at the bowling alley?
I don't think karaoke was big at that time.
What?
Oh, it wasn't as popular at that time, yes. But now I feel like
Well,
it
singing
belongs
was,
there.
but I don't know karaoke as
Right,
it is
right.
now. Well,
You're still
that
singing
was-
at the bowling alley. All right.
right.
All right,
I
good.
love a good bowling alley. I don't know if I've ever shared that on the show. I love a good bowling alley.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, last song for today is Regine, as promised, George Canseco melody. So that's what we're going to Canseco put up. So, Karl, we'll see you in a few.
All right.
All right. Now, this song, I was told the link was quiet. It's not too bad. So I got an extension. If it's too quiet, Johnny, let me know. I have a new extension that, because it's been a problem with other songs in the past where you couldn't hear the recording because it just didn't have the same compression. I can now boost that independently. So if we need that, just let me know.
Nice. It seems good just from what you played.
Yeah, from the 2 seconds. So, all right, here we go.
Yeah. Definitely.
I might need to do this, though. It's a GMA.
Yeah. Wise.
So we'll have a link in the description to go watch the original if you haven't already.
Hanggang sa dulo na walang hanggan, hanggang matapos ang
Pretty chord changes.
ikaw ang siyang mamahalin at lagi nang sasambahin. Manalig ka, di ka naluluha,
So graceful.
Sadyang siya lang ang iyong mahal. Asahan mong ako'y di hahadlang habang ikaw ay maligaya, ako'y maghihintay maging hanggang sa dulo na walang hanggan.
Duly noted, Francesca.
Paano ang gabi kung di ka mamasdan at sa pagtulog ko'y paano kung di ka mahagkan at may umaga pa sa sisikat pa kapag wala ka na at di magisnan. Kung ako'y iiwan mo, kung ako'y iiwan mo, sana'y dalhin mo rin ang puso ko na di rin tibok, kundi
So far, Regine's performance, it's pretty good.
Talk about having a future. I feel like she's got some potential.
Her just grace, or her elegance with these notes. She always has like the perfect balance between being vulnerable and being skillful. it's such a delicate play between those two ideas. Vulnerable meaning that she allows herself to move between the registers very quiet. She can go very loud. I'm assuming that's coming later. And without sacrificing, obviously, I don't know the language well, trying, but there's never a hint of sacrifice. She's not like modifying this ooh or e or ah to get the pitch, and even on the light vowels, which is really common for singers because it's a complicated instrument. And the elegance is always present while having that emotional vulnerability just connected through and through. It's just the consistency that which she performs is just
No, going back to what I was talking about with the last song, with that classic style of singing versus the modern style, which again I like both. She's sort of like the bridge between those worlds. You know, she's got that classic, very natural, very authentic. Doesn't have to, rely on a bag of tricks, but she has the bag of tricks if she wants it, and she brings it out, and it's equally as effective, and
and it's never overplayed. She never overplayed.
But it's like, there's a reason why she influenced so many people. She has all of it, and just such a larger than life quality to it, but also because of the simplicity of her delivery as well. It's there's just something so magnetic about it. It's just like, wow, it's like you can relate to it so much, but it's also so far above you, and it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
I have to point out this comment from Edwin. It says, Regine was trained to sing while submerged in water up to her neck by her dad. This is not the first time I've heard this story, not about Regine, but by other singers in the Philippines. This was a form of, I haven't wrapped my head around it fully yet, but be warned, students, next week. Fill the bathtub, put your bathing suit on. We're going to sing.
Oh my goodness. And dude, this begs the question of, when I was saying what's the bigger honor, to have somebody like a writer like Ryan Cayabyab sing your song, or Regine? It's a tough one to choose. What would be more fulfilling? Oh my goodness, that's let's just say it's a tie.
Kundi sa'yo ang kagandahan ng ating mundo.
It's just dynamic, just great song.
Pag-iisa tatahakin ko sinta upang di mamastan ang bagay na magpapasakit sa alaala. Ngunit sa anak ko, totoo nga ba na di kita makikita? Kung ako'y iiwan mo, kung ako'y iiwan mo, matitiis mo ba muli pang mag-isa kapag wala ka na sa aking sinta? May pag-ibig pa kayang malalapit kapag ang daigdig ko'y iniwan mo at masawi? May buhay pa kaya kapag ika'y wala? Ang buhay ko kaya ay di madali.
covered in goosebumps.
Ngayon at kailanman, sumpa ko'y iibigin ka. Ngayon at kailanman, hindi ka na mag-iisa. Ngayon at kailanman, sa hirap o ginhawa pa, asahang may kasama ka, sinta. Naroroon ako tuwi na maasahan mo, tuwi na ngayon at kailanman. Dahil kaya sa'yo nang maitadhanang ako'y isilang sa mundo, upang sa araw-araw ay siyang makapiling mo, upang ngayon at kailanman ikaw ay mapaglingkuran.
God, she's good.
Higit sa aking buhay, sa bawat araw ang pag-ibig ko sa'yo liyan, lalong tumatamis, tumitingkat bawat kahapon ay daig nitong tawan ngayon, nadaig na
Damn. Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Jeez.
That was oh my god.
Just terrific. I want to point out something. Liesel had a comment. These are very poetic lyrics. Love it, and that just brings to light we are missing a huge because we're only say 3/4 fluent in Tagalog.
If you had to throw an approximation, yes.
So yeah, we're obviously missing the vast majority of the lyrics,
the poetry,
and the meaning behind it. And it's still to be affected by a song, you know, when one of the main aspects is sort of taken out of the equation, for us anyway.
So as Nancy's saying, Carl's sister, Dad's lyrics are so poetic and profound that makes it so difficult to actually translate to English. And that's part of the challenge. Even if it wasn't English, you would be bastardized in some way,
So,
right?
yeah.
It's not gonna like.
Right. So we're not even, and we're just not even giving him his due as a lyricist in and of itself, which some people, that's all they do. He does all of it. He does the lyrics, he does the melody, he does the chord progressions. And I just want to point that out because that's a huge part of the song that we're just not getting. But man, like the melodies, the chords, the phonetic flow of the lyrics is still enough that we're feeling an emotion from it.
It probably helped that Regine sang it.
Well, that's another point too that I was thinking. I mean, the ability as a songwriter, and these are two different skills, to be able to write a song that's in, a range that somebody like that Ryan Cayabyab can sing it, which is more of maybe an octave, maybe a little bit more, and to have a song that's entertaining in those limited confines,
right?
And then to be able to write for somebody that has 3.5 to 4 octaves,
have it explode,
if not more, and write a song like that and really utilize that range that's a skill set in and of itself. An amazing writer.
Leads me to a question, Karl. I don't know if you're able to answer this. Do you know, or maybe your sisters know this? Did your dad favor lyrics over melody? Did he see himself in equal partners with that as a composer, or?
I'd say he would consider himself a better lyricist than he was a songwriter, but I think he's prolific in both.
If he's better at lyrics than what we heard musically, then we really need to learn Tagalog because we're missing a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
My goodness. Like I said, a lot of the writers, particularly that era, it's like they sort of did one or the other. They specialized in either lyrics or they specialized in the music part.
Sure.
And even if he was just one of those, he would be great. And the fact that he does it all is just ultimate respect as a writer. That is that's my lane. That's what I know, and so when I hear a good one, I know it. And yeah.
Maybe you should get a day job and do this on the side, and it'll be better.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, just like your side job. Oh my goodness.
Well, he did have that as a full-time job after, let's say, after he made that big hit, Kapatay Lang.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Well, your family must be very proud. He's definitely a legend. And yeah.
Yes, and thank you, Karl. Thank you to your sisters being in the chat, your son, and I got a note from Francesca saying that your wife also watches our show often. So thank you. What is her name?
Rika.
Hello, Rika.
Rika. Hey, Rika.
Thank you for being here. Is there any other stories or anything you wanted to close off with? I don't know if you had anything. It's endless resource.
Yeah. My sisters brought it up in the chat. My dad was also a visual artist. He was into charcoal painting before, so he made a portrait of my mom with charcoal painting. So
of course he did. It's probably in the Louvre.
Yeah. Well, not that level, but
that is super cool.
What a guy.
A renaissance man. That is absolutely amazing. Karl, thank you for being with us, sharing your stories, and we'd love to have you on again in the future, and we appreciate you just opening up your family, all of you. Thank you again to the whole family.
Yes, you really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for featuring my dad's compositions again, part 2.
Yes. Oh, it is. There will be a part 3. It is our absolute pleasure. So, salamat very much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat today and hanging out. Be sure to let us know what songs to get to next in the comments. I think there is, we might have missed a coffee. I think someone became a new member.
Did they?
I think so.
Hold on. Let me get it.
Quick, we're about to run out. We have a couple new
anything.
members to add to this, too. I got a notification.
I didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you to the mysterious member.
Thank you.
We're glad to have you aboard. And we hope you have an amazing day, an amazing weekend. Mahal namin kayo. We love you all. That is it for today. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, next week. Oh my goodness. I got so wrapped up in other things. Next week, let us know what songs you want us to react to from Katrina, Nina Garado, a singer we haven't heard yet before, and the Manila Philharmonic Orchestra. Let us know if you have any favorites from those three artists in the chat. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carl.